My name is Taison Bell. I'm a critical care and infectious disease physician at the University of Virginia. I was personally excited to see the Johnson & Johnson vaccine news and the trial that came out, and I expect it to be authorized by the FDA. It has a couple of advantages. So the first one is that it uses a slightly different platform. So instead of the messenger RNA that Moderna and Pfizer uses, this one uses a viral vector, an adenovirus, and that's just a virus that causes the common cold, but it's modified so that it doesn't actually cause you to get sick. What it does do is allows a piece of DNA, so in opposed to RNA, it's a different vehicle, but the destination is the same. It's teaching your body how to make the spike protein so that your body can make antibodies to it. And then later, if you get exposed to the coronavirus, you can rally the troops, get it out of there, and prevent you from getting sick. So it works, the end game is the exact same. Now, what I've gotten a lot of questions about is, well, what do I make of these different efficacy numbers? So the 66% efficacy versus the 94, 95%. Now, you could sit back and say, if I got the Johnson & Johnson, why would I want to take that if I've got the Pfizer and Moderna that I could just wait a little bit longer for? Now, this is what I want to talk about. What does efficacy mean? If we dig down deeper into that data for Johnson & Johnson, and we think, what are the things that we care about? People going to the hospital for COVID-19 with severe disease, people dying from COVID-19 from severe disease. They actually stack up pretty well against each other. So the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, for the 28-day period before it takes for the vaccine to take full effect, from that point on, there were no people who went to the hospital with COVID-19. Absolutely zero. People who died from COVID-19, absolutely zero. So that 66% efficacy number is a little misleading because what this also is a life-saving vaccine. Now, to put this in context, our flu vaccine is between 40 to 60% efficacy. I take the flu shot every year, and it's something that we use as something to protect us from another deadly pandemic that happens on a global scale every single year. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine actually has higher efficacy than the influenza vaccine. And then we combine that with the fact that if you look at people who've had the most severe illness and see that, it really protects you against that with a one-dose regimen that's easy to distribute, much easier to distribute, I think it's a game changer. And personally, for myself or my family members, if I had access to either one of them, that's the one that's going in my arm as quickly as possible because I want the thing that's going to protect me from having severe disease, from dying of COVID-19. All three of these vaccines will do that.